For a long time now, many robotics companies have been partnering with car making companies to put robots on the assembly line, and then the task to train these robots will fall on the employees without any salary increment. This is something that is happening today from many factories to schools and many other places. But today, Hyundai employees or Hyundai employees in South Korea have said no. They've gone on a strike, and there's reasons for this that we are about to talk about in a minute. And the outcome of this strike will affect every human because it is a shift that will affect every generation differently. And in today's video, we want to talk about why the employees went on a strike, how companies are exploiting employees to train robots in 2026, who gets replaced first, and what this means for the future. My name is Chris Wabyt. I track these shifts in technology and the energy sector, and in case this is something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing so that you can help me to become the first person in my village to hit 100k subscribers and get that silver button. So let's get into it. So let's begin with the first question: why the strike now? So imagine a scenario where you're being forced to train a robot, knowing too well that this might replace you in the near future, or it will make it impossible for your kid to find a similar job like the one you're working on. How will you react to such a situation? And remember, you're doing all this extra workload without any salary increment. To understand this situation or the gravity of this situation at Hyundai owns Boston Dynamics, which is one of the best robotics companies in 2026. They started acquiring this company in 2021, where they purchased 80% of the company at about 880 million USD. This is a lot of money. Then later between the years, they poured additional funding and capital increases directly into Boston Dynamics, which got them an extra 10.35%. And this meant that at this moment, they were at 90.35%. Then in 2026, they bought the remaining 9.65% of the company at around 325 million USD, which means that they now own over 100% of Boston Dynamics. And this means that over the years, they have been able to spend at least 1.2 billion USD in order to acquire this company. And as such, given that you have spent such a lot of money, you want to see a return on investment. The way they can be able to do this is by starting to introduce these robots at some of their factories to do simple tasks. But now, this is a scary move to the workers at the company, as it presents potential wage loss, and they have gone on a partial strike demanding negotiations first before any robot is deployed. So the employees want job security with binding agreements to ensure that workers will not be replaced by robots without union consent. This is something that affects everyone across all the industries, where people need to do this, I think right now, as soon as possible, where you can be able to protect your job for it not to be taken by robots. And then the workers also want a salary increment. And this is because they're saying that they want a salary increment because when these robots come in, they're going to begin to do automation of these simple tasks that some humans or some people are doing. And this will present a wage loss for some of them. So they want a salary increment to ensure that workers will not be replaced by robots. And for now, the company is saying that now you cannot be able to do that to increase your salary, because it is going to make it difficult for us to be able to run our day-to-day business. Remember, they're trying to reduce the cost of running the entire thing so that they can be able to save money. And now these other sides, they want the money to be increased. So we are following this story keenly because any agreement that the company reaches with the employees over this robot atlas will shape what is coming for the broader auto industry. So now let's move to how companies are exploiting employees to train robots in 2026. If you're someone who follows robotics a lot, I'm sure you must have seen this DW video of where employees in India have to wear head straps with GoPros that are able to record high quality footage of up to 4K 120 FPS that tracks every movement they make. And then these videos are sold to US AI training companies or labs that use these videos to train robots to make them better in being able to do the same tasks.
The man behind this project is factory owner Rahul Jaswani, who oversees the recordings as part of a growing business. But Jaswani, the workers fearful of losing their jobs, are not his immediate concern. He sells these first-person recordings to companies building humanoid robots. For him, it's simple. Workers training AI is a win for the factory.
Where they are stitching something, there's a station where they're folding something, there's a station where they're ironing something. And almost in all of the stations, some of the workers were wearing cameras on their foreheads. It was either a GoPro And some of them were also wearing meta glasses.
In that video, some workers reported feeling intense pressure because they're training the machines that will take their jobs.
They're recording our work to prepare and train a robot, which is making us a bit worried, as it will affect our work. It will not only impact the work we do here, but it will mean job losses.
The factory pays its workers about €1 an hour to record their work. The company turns hours of video into training data by identifying and tagging every single action. It then sells that data to AI companies, mostly in the United States.
And in some cases, they're not earning any extra money. But you can't say no because you'll be fired when your family maybe depends on the money for daily upkeep. Remember, this is happening in our countries, places where labor is considered to be very cheap. And also it's very difficult to find a job in places where you have a lot of people who want jobs, but there are few such jobs. So it means you have to pay them limited amount of money, and anything, if they say no, we don't want to do this, you'll be fired immediately, and there's nothing that you can be able to do. So you just have to accept to wear this GoPro so that you can be able to collect data for them. A friend of mine from my country here, who is a teacher and was teaching in a certain international school, had to quit because of this. And he did quit this in June, when June began, which was somewhere around summer holiday, when the students were beginning to go for summer holidays, because he was teaching in a school which offers the same system of education as Britain. I think they call it IGCSE or GCSE, something like that. And the results that he gave me on why to quit, he told me that per week they were being forced to set up to 450 exam questions and also provide the answers to those questions and write notes on how they'll be able to mark those questions, so that this information, when it is fed to AI will not be able to struggle to understand them. Then each week you have to prepare a certain number of pages for teaching materials. These are notes that is indicating the ISO standards for those materials, and the school is then selling all this to AI training companies. And if you fail to provide them per week, you won't be paid at the end of the month. And on top of this, remember, you have a lot of stress that is coming on you. You are head of department. Each time they're pushing you to the limit and stressing you a lot, like you have to provide this, where is this, you have to provide this. And remember, this time you also have to prepare lesson plans and teaching materials or teaching aids that will help you to be able to go and teach in class. But apart from that, also these teaching materials, again, you have to upload them on the system so that they can be able to be used to train AI. And also during the lesson itself, they've set up cameras in classrooms which are recording every movement you make in class and how you do teach, like how you explain your teaching materials and the lesson plans, so that the robot again can be able to get all that information. And so he found himself in a situation where he was being overworked, staying up till late, trying to set those questions or preparing notes like how they want them to, which was a lot of job the way he was telling me. And there's no salary increment for them, so he resorted to quitting. And remember, the school, it is milking a lot of cash from all this by selling this data to companies that are making robots that can teach in class, and again training AIs to set right standards of exam for a certain level of kids, teaching AI how to mark exams. So in short, they're training robots on how they can be able to replace teachers. So how will you feel doing this? And it's not like you're doing it out of your own will. It's not like you're making any money from it, but you're being forced because of your employer. Your employer went into an agreement with someone else. They're forcing you to do this. And if you say no, you have no choice, either to quit or to be fired. So he resorted to quit, and right now he's looking for a different school. And so now we move to the biggest question of who gets replaced first and what does this mean for the future. So to be honest, my answer to this is more speculative, and in that regard, I know chances that are very low that you and I, we might get replaced from our jobs soon because of AI and robotics. But the biggest threat is to our kids, and especially to our grandkids. Where will they be getting jobs, or where will they be working? Because for now, robots are not that good and slower than a human, but people are being forced to train them and they're getting better. And remember, for robots, once a single robot learns how to do something, because they have a shared intelligence, they'll be able to teach every other robot. Robots run on an operating system. So once that AI knows how you can be able to carry out a certain tasks, it means the next robot that will be manufactured already, it will have the capability of knowing how to do that. And so this makes them get better much quicker than we can be able to do it. Remember a few days ago when Figure did that competition of their most advanced robot versus an intern, the intern won by a small margin because he took mandatory meal breaks which are required by the government. But the robot, for it has to work continuous. And I'm sure the next time they'll be able to do such a competition again, the results will be very different. The robot might win when it comes to next time because it is able to do this continuous and it's not getting tired of feeling any sort of joints pain or anything. It will be able to do this continuous, and the truth is there's no way that we can be able to compete with them. So this being said, chances are high that for your grandkid, his teachers will be robots, his exams will be set and marked entirely by a robot, his clothes, shoes and everything he wears will be made by robots. He'll be going to school and robots are cleaning the streets. His bus will be self-driving itself and many more things will be run by robots. So let me know, how do you think of the future of humans with robots together? How do you think this will be like in the comment section? Can you be able to speculate how that will look like? Because we are working on such a video and I'd like to put your input in that video. You can be able to send me a video or a short audio file of you maybe speaking about the same, or you can just write in the comment section, but I also provide my email in the description. You can be able to provide that information and I will include it in that video. So let me know in the comment section, how do you think of the future of humans with robots? How do you think it will be? We are making a video speculating of how that future will look like, and I would like to put your input in the video. You can feel free to send me an audio file or anything, even a text or audio file or a short video of how you think the future of robotics will be like. I'll provide my email in the description.